The ICBC attack that recently surfaced in the press, why is it interesting from a cybersecurity perspective? The key thing for me is just about prioritization, because the vulnerability was seen as a CVSS 9.4, which means it's a very severe critical risk vulnerability. Organizations should be rushing to patch, and it's also a vulnerability that affected a VPN solution, which is a clear way in which to gain access to an environment. What's clear here as well is that, of course, that this vulnerability is so well known, and it's actually a point and click vulnerability, which basically means that the attackers can easily exploit it. It doesn't need a lot of expertise, which makes it very good for attackers to target en masse. And many of the opportunity attackers are using it to exploit systems across the internet. In this case, it was being used by a ransomware gang called LockBit, and they used it in their operation to gain access to ICBC. Now, the key thing here is as well, what types of attackers are these ransomware gangs? Well, many of them are actually teenagers which are just joining ransomware gangs and exploiting lots of different organizations en masse in order to try and make a quick buck. So from a security perspective, what do we need to be thinking about? Well, it's clear that we need to be better prioritizing our vulnerability management strategy and making sure that we quickly fix things, because it's very, very simple to scan the internet and spot these vulnerabilities as they are exposed. We did some research a few years ago and found that when you put a system on the internet, within 32 milliseconds, it's going to be scanned by something on the internet. So my advice is patch as quickly as you can and make sure you understand what your most critical assets are in order to remediate and fix issues that could have a severe impact on your business.